The town's name was Birch Hollow, and today it was only known as a sanctuary for ghosts and secrets. Years ago, this town had been like a peaceful haven for its residents. Green hills, cool stream banks, and a close-knit community offered everything one could find in this small town. However, the wrath of nature and strange events had turned the town into an abandoned ghost town. Our main character, young journalist Emma, had come to Birch Hollow to write about the town's legends and secrets. She was accompanied by a group of friends. Emma's friends were young people with various interests. Alex had a fascination with science fiction and paranormal events. Sarah was a history enthusiast determined to uncover the town's past. The other friends had different interests as well. They were all determined to unravel the mystery of the town. The town was eerie even during the daytime, but at night, it was downright terrifying. Emma and her friends spent their first night in an abandoned house. The walls of the house were damp, and the wooden floors creaked. The howling wind and distant cries of wolves sent shivers down their spines. The first night would be an opportunity to test each of their courage. With the first light of morning, Emma and her friends started exploring the town streets. The doors of abandoned houses were open. Windows were shattered, and the belongings inside seemed as if they had been abandoned years ago. In one house, they found strange symbols etched into the walls. What did these symbols mean? Alex recognized the symbols as if from science fiction stories and believed they could be a key to the town's past. As they ventured deeper into the town, the group encountered increasingly bizarre occurrences. They heard strange sounds, claimed to see shadows, and occasionally found themselves in an abandoned cemetery. As they progressed, they began to learn more about the town's ghosts or supernatural forces that may have caused the town to be abandoned. Sarah, while researching the tragic events in the town's past, discovered a series of secret diaries and letters and believed that these written records could reveal the town's secrets. As the group ventured deeper into the heart of the town, they continued to encounter peculiar events. In addition to strange sounds, they claimed that shadows were moving and sometimes even took on human-like forms. David believed that these shadows were being guided by a supernatural entity or force and was eager to scientifically explain it. One night, while investigating inside an abandoned house, the group suddenly witnessed a bizarre occurrence. An old mirror in the corner of the room cracked and shattered on its own. Then, in place of the broken mirror, another mirror appeared, covered with a cracked surface, but the reflections in this new mirror were strange and distorted. The faces of their friends appeared disfigured and twisted. Sarah believed that this strange event could be the work of a ghost from the town's past. She decided to conduct further research to trace the traces of a tragic incident that had occurred in the past. The group resolved to delve deeper into the town's history and track down the ghosts. As they researched the stories of people who had lived at different times, they discovered that the town's secrets were even more complex than they had initially thought. The connection between the past and the present became increasingly clear, and a horrifying tale written for this town came to light. As the group ventured deeper into the town's depths, they continued to encounter strange events. They claimed to hear peculiar sounds, and in addition to that, they insisted that shadows were in motion, sometimes even assuming human-like forms. David believed these shadows were being guided by a supernatural entity or force and was eagerly anticipating providing a scientific explanation for it. One night, while conducting research in an abandoned house, the group suddenly witnessed a strange event. An old mirror in the corner of the room cracked and shattered on its own. Then, in place of the broken mirror, another mirror appeared, covered with a cracked surface, but the reflections in this new mirror were strange and distorted. The faces of their friends appeared disfigured and twisted. Sarah believed that this bizarre event could be the work of a ghost from the town's past. She decided to conduct further research to trace the traces of a tragic incident that had occurred in the past. The group resolved to delve deeper into the town's history and track down the ghosts. As they researched the stories of people who had lived at different times, they discovered that the town's secrets were even more complex than they had initially thought. The connection between the past and the present became increasingly clear, and a horrifying tale written for this town came to light. The ghosts were filled with the pains and injustices of the past, and their desire for revenge grew with each passing day. The group attempted to communicate with these ghosts and calm them down, but the ghost anger was escalating. The group, in collaboration with the ghosts of the past, organized a ritual to end the curse. Sarah uncovered the details of the ritual through the old diaries and letters, while David began to investigate the scientific aspects of the ritual. On the day of the ritual, they gathered on the main street of the town. The weather was cloudy and windy. As they initiated the ritual, they began to sing a series of ancient songs. Suddenly, the clouds around the town started to darken, and a violent storm erupted. The sky lit up with lightning, thunder rumbled, and rain began to wash the streets of the town. As they completed the ritual, the top of the old church located in the center of the town slowly began to rise. The church bells started to ring, and the displaced stones began to return to their places. The friends had successfully lifted the curse. However, at this moment, the ghosts of the past emerged and angrily approached the group. The ghosts did not want the curse to be lifted. A conflict ensued, and the group tried to fight the ghosts. While Sarah attempted to approach the ghosts in an effort to make amends for past injustices, the others tried to repel the spirits. In the end, Sarah's persistence and sincerity calmed the ghosts. The spirits were astonished to encounter a group of people who sought to rectify the injustices of the past. They assisted in lifting the curse and found peace. When the town's curse was lifted, the weather suddenly calmed, and the storm ceased. The friends embraced each other and felt that the town was now at peace. The ghosts of the past had departed from the town. The friends remained dedicated to their mission of uncovering the town's mysteries. They were determined to delve deeper into the town's history and solve its supernatural secrets. This new beginning led them on further exploration and adventure. Emily gained great fame through the articles she wrote about the town's history. Birch Hollow transformed from being a town shrouded in darkness into a hub for history and supernatural enthusiasts. The town's old houses began to be restored, and historic sites were opened to visitors. Alex continued his scientific research to further explore the town's supernatural secrets. His articles were published in numerous scientific journals, and the mysteries of the town began to capture the attention of the scientific community. Sarah, on the other hand, continued to write about the town's history and stories. Her writings brought the town's history to life and piqued the interest of the local residents and visitors alike. Mike documented the town's adventures and continued to lead explorations by organizing night walks and ghost tours. He conveyed the town's supernatural past to visitors. A year later, Birch Hollow had become a revitalized town. The town's ghosts and curse were a thing of the past, and the local community bore witness to the town's rebirth. The friends had left a legacy by shedding light on the mysteries of this once abandoned and forgotten town and bringing peace to the ghosts of the past. And so, a new beginning was made in Birch Hollow. The friends were ready to live in harmony with the town's history and embark on new adventures. While they didn't know what kinds of mysteries and discoveries awaited them in the future, they trusted each other and knew they could overcome any challenge that came their way.